In the summer of 2019, Bentley showed the world its vision of the future in the form of the stunning EXP 100 GT concept. It was not meant to be seen on the roads anytime soon, but just to be admired as an apparition from a distant future. That's until the carmaker's bespoke Mulliner division decided to use it as partial inspiration for one of the most incredible cars of modern days, the Bacalar. The Bacalar is seen by Bentley itself as the most exclusive and bespoke car made in the modern era, one that also put Mulliner back on the path of coach building. Named after Mexico's Laguna Bacalar, the car will also be one of the most exclusive ever made by the Brits, with just 12 examples to be hand-built to customer specification. The design of the Bacalar is like nothing currently available in the Bentley range. That's not necessarily due only to the overall design, but also to the fact that the model shares no body panels with other Bentleys now being made. In fact, the only design elements that can be found on other models are the door handles, which have been carried over from the Continental GT because they incorporate the keyless entry system. Because this car is not part of a large production run, each of the 12 to be made will be unique, and made to customer specification. As with any such exclusive build, there are countless paint options, exterior treatments and design themes to choose from. The dashboard of the Bacalar is like something rarely seen in modern-day cars. It appears made of two sections, divided by a 3mm chrome strip. The upper section is made in open-pore riverwood, a supposedly 5,000 years old type of wood coming from somewhere in England, while the lower half is in high gloss. The dashboard holds bullseye vents in a design that is mirrored elsewhere inside the car, on the steering wheel, media and climate controls, and on the speaker frets. As far as materials go, Bentley cut no corners. The D-shaped steering wheel comes in Alcantara, as does the gear shifter. Beluga leather is used combined with wool on the seats, and rice husks bring a touch of metallic to the interior. When it comes to luggage space, the Bacalar is not of course a vehicle to be taken to your local 7-Eleven. There is only a tiny amount of space behind each seat, and that space has been crafted in such a way as to fit bespoke Schedoni luggage, specially designed for the Bacalar. The heart of the Bacalar monster is Bentley's iconic W12 with a displacement of 6.0 liter. Linked to an 8-speed transmission, the engine has been tweaked into developing a nice and round 650 bhp of power. The Bacalar is an all-wheel drive car fitted with a system that varies the torque split between front and rear wheels. This capability allows it to be mostly rear-wheel driven during normal operation, a feature that allows maximum efficiency and performance. Aiding the car in keeping to the road is an adaptive chassis featuring a 48-volt dynamic ride system, and air suspension that helps control the ride comfort and lateral roll. Just like the rest of the car, the gadgetry that went into the Bacalar has been designed in a unique way, from the digital instruments to the key that starts the engine. At the center of the infotainment system lies the Bentley rotating display that springs into action by revolving out of the riverwood veneer when the engine is started. The screen customer configurable and shows 3 configurable windows that display things like telephone, media and navigation. The Bacalar will be one of the rarest cars on the road. Just 12 of them will ever be made, all of them have already been allocated to customers, and each will be unique. Being mostly a Mulliner creation, the Bacalar is highly customizable, and each will be built by hand and crew. The Bacalar marked Mulliner's launch of 3 new projects, a series of cars that will be built as part of one of 3 lines: Classic, Collection, and Coachbuilt. That's all I have to say. If you want to know the most reliable information about cars, do not forget to subscribe to the channel.